Hey there, what are you expecting today? Because whatever you expect, that's exactly what you're going to receive. I had someone here ask me a question on how to go about tarot card reading, and I don't know what else was there, maybe astrology and all of that. Here's my observation. I am not into those things. This is just my observation. If you know, we do have a TikTok account, and on the TikTok account there are so many feeds with different things, different stories, different knowledge and people's creative content. So I have come across a lot of tarot readers, but here's what I have found. I personally am my gifts have been heightened. My intuition is high. I would hear from within a loud voice. I would have, I would sense something before it happens. I would have a dream about someone. So all my gifts have been opened up to me. Okay. So here's the thing. I began to notice, and I can tell who has a clear message. So what I mean by that is the universe is referring to any physical matter. It's referring to a person outside of you or a thing. It refers to an ad, it refers to a tarot card reader, it refers to a song, it refers to a car, it refers to a person. So anything outside of you is part of the universe. Deepak Chopra said that your cells are eavesdropping on what you are thinking. And this means that what you are thinking, if your gifts yourself within you have been activated, then you will begin to recognize who has the good energy or good spirit or the truth. Now, everything is truth. So the truth will always speak to you. The truth will always speak to you. If you come across tarot readers and astrologists and so on and so forth, I am not in that field, but something speaks to you and it just hits you right here. Here's the reason why. You're aware of something. Something is alive within you right now. You're thinking about something. So to have something alive within you is to keep it in consciousness. It's alive. You activated it. So think about something that's dead and it turned to life, became alive. This is referring to a certain image, a certain desire that has been dormant, and all of a sudden you become conscious of it. And it's alive where you're consciously fully aware of it. This could be good or bad. And because your mind is so filled of the consciousness of it, it's alive within you, right? Usually, most likely, whatever you come across, if it's in alignment with that which you're thinking within, then it's for you. If it's not in alignment, you will be able to tell, because there are many tarot readers that will say the same story. So-and-so is coming back, this is happening, this is working, this is not working. When you are aware of your thoughts and you're conscious of your thoughts, that means you resurrect those thoughts. For example, there was a particular day and I said, okay, which version of me do I manifest? Because there are infinite versions of me that I can create and manifest. So I want you to think of it this way. In the fourth dimension, there are infinite versions of you. That means there are infinite states of being that you can take your physical body through. You can fall into a state, as Neville says, and stay there, or you can imagine your way out. You can create another state and live there. Where you go in the spirit, that is where you shall go also in the flesh. So when you are conscious of thoughts, as I was this particular day, and I asked myself a question, in essence, I asked God or the universe, and I said, okay, should I manifest this version of me or this version? I was trying to decide. And I said this number first, and then I said that number second. And something rang true to me. Intuition said, that's the one. That's that number. There's a fly flying in here. And the interesting thing about it all is that I hopped on TikTok. And no, it was not a card reader, a tarot reader, or an astrologist. It was this person that I've never seen on my feed before. And you know what he said? In 2020, these are the zodiacs that have become, and he said the name with many zeros. So he began to enumerate all the zodiacs. And when he got to mine, he said, and I think this was number 4, he said, and he said my zodiac name or sign. And he goes, yeah, I think that's what it was. And he said it again, he said it twice. And because he said it twice, and the number that I thought of in my mind, it was the number that he began to talk about all these zodiacs that have been manifested themselves last year being with these many zeros. I thought, what are the chances that I just finished? It was just out of my mouth. And there it is. You see, because your answers are right outside the door. When we speak, we are projecting, okay? So when you project, you give authority. This is very deep. Here's what it means. When you project, you're actually given authority for that number to come into your life. It's almost as if it's an agreement. You're releasing that thing to be dislocated, released and shaken and broken off from the universe, so to speak. You're causing it to move towards you. So when you have a thought and someone else says it, you have to receive it. Let me put it this way. When you think of something and you see that number or you see that image, you made it alive within you. If it's being released through the mouth, God speaks twice. Once inside and once outside. If you speak it through your mouth, you have just given it the authority to come into your life, to become that into your life. Now, if someone else speaks it through their mouth, it's the same thing. Now you have to agree with it and you say, yeah, that's it. So tarot card readers, you can look at them this way. If you just finish talking, thinking about something, activating something, imagining something, staying with this for a few hours, for a few days, all throughout the day, all throughout the week, and you're thinking about this particular matter, yes, you're going to attract that matches with you. However, if you come across a tarot reader and you hear or read and they say abundance is coming into your life, you can agree with what they have just released. In essence, it takes two to agree, your inner speech and your outer speech. But if they're speaking the outer speech, you can do it internally and say, I agree with that, and then find yourself releasing it. So in essence, you can agree with what they're saying or disagree with what they're saying. It does not mean that it's going to happen, and it doesn't happen until you agree with it. That means deciding. Yeah, that's what I want. No, that's not what I want. Because you have the ability to choose to accept, reject, or originate your own thoughts. A tarot reader can originate her own thoughts. And most of the time, it comes from her habitual way of thinking. But again, I don't know everything. So what I want to transpire here is this. If it speaks to your heart, it just sends you a feedback. This is what you're thinking about. Then you can agree with it. If it doesn't speak to you, then don't agree with it. Because see, these are part of the circumstances, or it's what we come across. Now, there's no coincidence as to what it is you come across. But you want to make sure that you are not moved by everyone, because one might have a positive story, one might have a negative interpretation, and then you are confused. So it can cause confusion, and the first law of mind is order. What you must depend on is your ability to create images within and release them or give them authority to come into existence. Because only that which you create within you have. To him that he has, more will be given. To him that he thinks he has, even that which he thinks he has will be taken away. So in essence, if you think you have something or someone, just thinking about it, it's not going to happen. If you're looking on the outside, for example, and you say, oh, they're mine, they're not in your heart. And if they're not in your heart, and if you don't see yourself one with them, you're going to lose them. You're going to lose the money. You're going to lose the job. Because if you don't love, if you're not passionate about it, eventually you're going to lose it. But when you see yourself with the partner, with the house, with the car, whatever it is, that you have. Because the 6 tools of mind is what you have and who you are. Or let me put it this way. You have 6 tools of mind, and what you create, you are. You attract what you are. In essence, you're going to have that which you are. You attract back that which you are, or what the tools of mind have created. The laws will help you to bring it to you. So this is as far as I can go when it comes to tarot readers and astrology. I am not into that. Yes, I have come across them, but I don't sit there for very long. If it's something positive, yes, I may glance at it and I say, okay, I agree with that. That I agree with. Yes, abundance is coming into my life. Yes, the love of my life is just around the corner. Yes, I am manifesting my house. Yes, I am manifesting this. I'm manifesting that. But other than that, I am not, I don't like negativity. I don't like low vibrations. I don't like that. So I will move away from someone that says, you know, they did you dirty, or they did something wrong. They hurt you and they've done this. It's almost as if it's a recollection. They're resurrecting and making you conscious of all the problems, and people call them karma. So what happens now, they're making you also conscious of the problem. And that's the difficulty here, because there are tarot readers that only talk about positive and people don't believe in those. There are people that talk about negative with the positive alongside, as if they're giving you advice. And then there are the ones that you kind of feel like they're just speaking your language, so to speak. It's almost as if they're relating back to you your own thoughts. And this person was not a tarot reader. The guy that said, okay, this is the number. And I said, oh my God, that's the number that I just thought. And he said my zodiac twice. So that rang true to me. And he was not a tarot reader. But it was right there at the press of a finger. I thought it, and there it was. So it's feedback. It's telling you the universe heard you. It agrees with you. It has seen the picture. It has seen and heard your number. So maybe a tarot reader that says negative is possibly because you're thinking of the negative in that person or of that situation as well. So try to catch yourself and say, okay, if you agree, it's most likely because that's exactly what you're thinking about. Have you noticed that? Oh, I knew that was going to happen. That I was right. Well, what you're saying is that was in my mind. And you can switch things in your mind, become conscious of something else, and maybe another tarot reader comes on and it says a different story, because maybe you're moving and you're shifting in your conscious mind from back and forth, back and forth. And that's a possibility too. I don't believe there are coincidences or failure as to who comes in front of us or the media that comes down. I believe there is some truth in all of it, and it's a matter of maybe how you feel. So if you maybe have these readers that are back and forth, up and down, happy, goody all the time, maybe you should say, oh, how do I feel? Do I feel like this now? And maybe if you do, then you can say, oh, okay, so this is just feedback. I am in tune with the source. I am the source. I'm the creator. So if you can think of this and there it is, why can't we think of this and there it is? So try to catch yourself. Look at the universe's feedback. That means that if you became conscious of it, it was released from the universe to come in front of you. That's what it means to give it authority. The moment you resurrected in the mind, you gave it authority to come in front of you. I'm going to share with you the story, and I want to make this very short. But yesterday I was working on a class, in the program Manifest Without Money. And as I am working on this class, on this lesson, all of a sudden, the picture of Katy Perry comes to mind. Somehow she came on my feed a couple of days ago, and someone made a comment that she looks amazing after the birth of her child. And I was impressed myself. And to be impressed is to pay attention to. And it creates an impression, just as if you put an imprint, right? The foot imprint in the sand or in the dirt. Well, in the same way, because of the picture with the comment, image and speech, Neville says it's immortality. So I was impressed by the comment. Wow, she does look great after the birth of her child. And I captured the image with what that comment said at the bottom, and I was not aware that I have imprinted that in the mind. So yesterday, as I'm working on my program, on this lesson in the program, Manifest Without Money, there is a link in the above and also in the description below. I realized that the picture of her popped into my mind and a song, and I don't remember what song it was. And I'm on the computer, and I moved towards YouTube for some reason, and I click on a video. Do you know what that video was about? It was some ad of some sort. And Katy Perry's voice appeared. She said something, and then she started singing the very song that I had in my mind. Now, there are no coincidences and no failure. This is to tell me the power that I have. I know that my gifts are heightened. And I can tell a lot of things, but not all the time. However, when you realize that as within, so without, right there, then what are the possibilities and the chances that maybe the tarot readers are there just because of what we just thought? So make it a habit to say, it was 1717 on the phone when I said that. So make it a habit to say, okay, what have I just thought? There's a saying, what have I just released? And if you have the power just with your thoughts to manifest, then you have to understand that when you see, I heard a song in my mind. I heard the song. It was alive within me. I literally heard her voice in the song. So it was alive within me. Just the very next second, it was the same song with her voice. And I thought, okay, see, that's a gift. This is considered a gift. You hear something before it happens. And you may catch your thoughts and see them there. Someone else will say them back. This should help you now to put you in tune with what's going on inside of you. So don't do this just with tarot readers. You can do this with anything, okay? Just ask yourself, well, why is it that this person is coming into my life? Why is it I want to be in someone's life? Most likely, probably they're manifesting you, and so on and so forth. So wherever your heart pulls you, that's where you need to go. In essence, we're here to live life from the heart or from the soul or subconscious mind. And if you are struggling with answers over certain situations, understand that the mind that created the problem cannot create the solution. So in essence, I'm saying, as long as you keep the negative in the mind, you are always going to manifest the negative. It'll always be right there in your face. Because it's not far from you. Your thoughts are your own. And they're not far from you. They're who you are. And if you're not seeing anything on the outside, it's because there's nothing within. That means you haven't resurrected anything. And when you resurrect, you're perhaps intimidated or easily impressed by a big number, let's say. You want to manifest maybe an amount of money or a specific person, and you become intimidated by them. You become intimidated by creation. You're the creator and you become intimidated by creation. So this is when you have to change the way you look at life. Understand that you're the creator. You need to step above. When you feel as if something is a giant, you need to step above and say, now wait a minute. Who has taught me that this number is too big or too small? Who has ever introduced me to this comparison? Well, obviously it was a teacher. Somebody, a teacher that wasn't doing their job correctly. And that's usually in school. They're being told this is big, this is small, this is big, this is small, as if it makes any difference. It just doesn't make any difference. Now we're intimidated by what we assume it's big. And the law of relativity says there's nothing big or small. Everything just is. Everything is just purpose. So we must step into this awareness of, am I the creator? And is my creation, or anybody's creation, over me? So if you want to manifest something, someone, understand that there's nobody above you. Your desire is not below someone else. Your desire comes first, is above anybody else's desire. And what I mean by that is you must hold on true to what you desire, because your purpose here is to come and manifest your soul or save your soul. Manifest your soul or subconscious mind, everything that's in the subconscious mind. And that's our purpose for our existence. To experience what we put into the heart, what we feed our soul or subconscious mind with, that is what is going to feed us. And now that we're awakening, we're becoming more aware as to, wait a minute, I just said this and there it is. I just decided this and there it is. We're entering into another earth, into a place of people becoming more aware of their surroundings, of what's happening in their relation with who they are inside. That everything outside is just a mirror. So the bottom line is this: when you look at tarot card readers, it's just the feedback of what you're thinking most likely. And you can test it yourself and stop and say, is this what I'm thinking about? Because that has happened with me as well. And also have a sense where there's some of them that I listen to and some of them I just skip. There's that hint of no, it's just the video, the way it looks, the person, the way it looks, it's just something. You just find yourself moving away. And remember, everything that is for you, usually you click on it, you go to it. You're being led because your thoughts lead the physical body. So that is what I'm saying. It's like, think of it this way. Your thoughts are at the end of your fingertip because your physical body is actually the subconscious mind. So that which you're thinking, your finger is actually going to stop on the right place exactly when you thought it. Just as me with this person, this video, I went on TikTok after I asked myself and I said, okay, God, okay, universe, which version of me am I here to manifest? I said this or this, and I ended up with this. And I said, yeah, okay, that. Automatically. Your body is going to move automatically when you make a decision in the mind. And you're going to go click or call or move. It's usually the next move that is going to just come back to you like this. So understand this. Your fingers, every extension of your body is a subconscious mind. You move your body and fingers according to that which is in the mind. So there's no coincidence as to why is it that that tarot card reader, you stopped at it. Now, if you're into a habit of always going after card readers and astrologists and things like that, then that is a pattern. It's a seed that you built within you. You're looking for your fortune teller. It's as if I'm looking for somebody to tell me my thoughts at all times. Now, that's a problem because you don't need someone to tell you your thoughts at all times. You're here to change your mind daily. Create a mindset, set your mind into the knowing that you're the creator. And all you have to do is change your thoughts. And when you change your thoughts, you don't need a card reader. And if they do happen to pop on, then you say, oh my goodness, is this what I'm thinking? But going after card readers, it's as if, tell me my thoughts, tell me my thoughts, tell me my thoughts. And people say, I'll tell you your future. Well, let me put it this way, but if you did not create something, there is no future. Because you are only worthy to receive that which you create. You're only worthy to step into that which you create. So, tarot card readers have their place. But when you depend on them, you just planted a seed, a pattern within you of going and running after other people to tell you your thoughts. That means you're still in the dark. You're not in control of your own thoughts. You're not aware of what you're thinking. And you think that living life from the mind is where everything resides. No, it's from the heart or subconscious mind. That's what projects your reality. That's what projects your next moment. So this is my take on tarot card readers, on astrologists, and I don't even go there. But my position is that of a manifestation coach, business manifestation coach, and a high performance mentor. I do show people how to think one thought at a time, how to go from where they are to where they want to be, one thought at a time. So I'm not an astrologist or a tarot card reader, but I show people how to change their thoughts so then their reality changes. And that's perhaps something that you may want to think about with a decision and getting more serious. So this video comes out as a request of someone here on my YouTube channel that has asked me to come and make this video. If you are not that person and you stumble about this, the message is the same for anyone. But if you really want to change your life, and it does happen one thought at a time, because your old self is always going to come before you, and it's going to upset you. The moment you try to make a change, your old self begins to nag you and to tell you all the bad circumstances you've done, other people have done, how life is difficult. So you want to have a coach, a guide where you're plugged in. And when you go through this transition of change, you have someone there to say, it's okay, keep going, or go this way, or go that way, or stay this route. So that's the importance of having a coach and a mentor. And that is what I do, and that is who I am. So you can find the link below. There is a 4-day masterclass, 10x Money Mindset. And this masterclass, I teach you exactly how to fish for the coin that you want, and how to fish for every coin that you want. Okay? Everybody, there are people right now that are holding your coin in their pocket. That means you do not know how to go and get it. You don't know how to go fish for it. So in the program 10x Money Mindset, I teach you in 4 days how to manifest money and how to make decisions. Then I have the program Manifest Without Money. This is probably going to be a 12-month program. And in the program, we have modules, a video every single week is dripped every 7 days, which means you have no access to the next video until you finish this one. There is a PDF that you print out. There's exercises that you must do, learning how to think, how to affirm, why you affirm, how to bring the supportive argument underneath that affirmation and what it means. Because you cannot feed your soul just with affirmations. You're not going to believe them. But if you have the understanding behind that affirmation and you imprint it in your subconscious mind with music, then something powerful is going to happen. And you want to have that foundation or the understanding before you even put the affirmations up on top. In essence, you want to have the foundation and understanding of who you are, so you know how to you begin to think and speak, because affirmations are a manifestation of your thoughts. So you lay the foundation or the understanding of, or the manual of who you are and how you operate, and then you begin to build on top. Everybody needs the foundation. Everybody needs self-development. And Manifest Without Money, it's a self-development program. It reintroduces you to who you are. You are 6 tools of mind and laws of the universe. So you need to know those tools and how they operate, and you need to know the laws of the universe and how they operate. And then we begin to affirm. Then we go through a transition of shedding everything away. We are removing the blocks. We are removing the gaps. And we show you how to remove and how to replace. Because you can't just remove and not replace. This is when you begin to think correctly. And then we enter into manifestation. And the program is pretty intense. And it will change your life if you're ready to change your life. Okay? So it looks like this video turned into a long video, but I will upload it as such. And I am looking forward. I'm asking you to click on the link below. And I'm asking you to come into Manifest Without Money. And I will see you also in the private group community on Facebook, Manifest Without Money. Bye-bye now.